All right, welcome back. You're tuned into Markets Now. Let's get in the management of Symphony right now to discuss in greater detail how demand has been picking up in the summer season, as well as what's been happening to rising input and what kind of pressures are they putting on the management's margins, as well as the growth strategy going forward for Symphony Limited. Joining us right now, Mr. Nrupesh Shah, the Executive Director of the company. Mr. Shah, thanks very much for joining in. Firstly, let's start off with, the demand picture right now, particularly for ACs. You must be seeing some sort of offtake considering we're in the midst of the summer season.
No, this time, especially March to May, summer has been not really good. On and off in many parts of the country, there have been occasional rains, and many times it has been windy. So overall, for cooling industry, whether air conditioners, refrigerators or air cooler, demand is slightly subdued.
Right. So I'm guessing that there wouldn't be a possibility of any price hikes anytime soon. Also considering that, there could be input cost pressures. To that fact, how are we dealing with them, and also in terms of price hikes?
As far as Symphony is concerned, it is because of continuous value engineering, innovation. Our input costs are absolutely well controlled. Not only that, about 5 months before, we already had a price hike. So despite increase in input costs, for Symphony, margin is not only intact, probably it is likely to be better than last year.
Let's talk about the SEZ your company is setting up in Surat, Mr. Shah. Could you give us an update of that, and when can we expect it to be completed, and what is the total investment outlay for the project?
We received approval in January, and our SEZ is already operational from April end. Our total investment has been about 3 crore considering our asset-light business model, and we have already built and already dispatched and sold few thousands of units from SEZ starting from April itself.
Also, fairly recently you've increased your stake to the 100% in Mexico-based IMCO air coolers. Will this reflect in your financials anytime soon?
When we took it over, it was incurring heavy losses. In the last year, their year end is December. Operationally, we have already succeeded at a break-even level. So last year, operationally, it has broken even. Not only that, IMCO, in terms of the external debt, we have made it completely debt-free company. And in current year, that is year 2011, we expect it to generate the reasonable profit too.
Right. Let's focus a little bit more on your overseas business. How is export shaping up for you, Mr. Shah, and what kind of a contribution are you expecting for the entire fiscal?
In current year itself, year to year, we will see a decent growth. In terms of the number of countries where we export, it is about 54 countries. Not only that, because of our acquisition in Mexico, now we have excellent tie-up with many large format stores including Walmart, Sears, Electra in America as well as in Mexico. So even that has also given us a good edge. So certainly we see excellent prospects in exports and international business directly from Symphony Exports as well as through our subsidiary company IMCO Mexico.
Right. Finally, Mr. Shah, let's talk a little bit more about Q4. This is the strongest quarter for you generally. In terms of top line and bottom line, this time around, has it been good for you? And could you give us, a forward-looking, an outlook there?
No, our year end is 30th June. So actually for us, April to June is the fourth quarter. That is our last quarter. And as I conveyed earlier, this time summer has not been really so good for the cooling industry in general. So to that extent, this last quarter is going to be slightly affected. But still, year to year, in case of Symphony, we will see decent growth in top line, and bottom line growth will be even better than top line.
All right, for the entire year it will be good, but maybe could see a slight bit of a slump in Q4 because of the summers not being as harsh as it used to be. Thanks, Mr. Shah, for joining in and giving us that quick take there. So Symphony up about 4% in the session. We'll take a short break on that note, come back and discuss the markets in greater detail with Sandeep Baghi. Stay tuned.